other issue that I want to discuss a little bit more is what's going on over in the NFL in terms of their collective bargaining agreement. A lockout could begin as early as March of 2011 when the current collective bargaining agreement expires. I've been really fascinated by what's going on over there and plan to do a little more research and talk about it a little more frequently. But I've been fascinated because of some web content that's been available. The NFL came out with a website called NFLLabor.com where people could get facts and figures and that sort of thing. The NFL Players Association created a section of their website called Lockout Watch, complete with a countdown timer counting down to the second that the lockout could begin. The problem is there's some conflicting information on the two websites. That probably explains why they're not currently in negotiations. There haven't been substantive negotiations since February of this year. However, the two sides did meet today, and I believe on the agenda was discussing an extension of the regular season and adding a couple of games. Obviously, there are far bigger issues that need to be tackled before they come to an agreement, and what I'm hearing is that they are unlikely to come to an agreement until the 2010 season is over. Some of the issues that have arisen at this point have to do with the TV deals the NFL has currently, and also with a decrease in player salaries that the NFL is looking for. As far as salaries go, the NFL, in reports that I've read, is looking to decrease player salaries by 18%. Pretty big percentage. NFL players do earn the largest percentage of league revenue out of any professional athlete in American sports. However, that number is only somewhere between 56 and 59%, depending on where you get your numbers from. So, not thinking that that's a really unfair proportion of league revenue for the guys who are actually performing on the field to take home. Where I think the real problem lies is in the way the salary cap is figured. I'm willing to concede, say that the owners have had some money issues, that maybe something should be done, but I'm not sure it's taking revenue away from the players. The salary cap is currently designed to have a max and a floor. The max is 59% of projected league revenue, and the floor is 50% of projected league revenue. The problem that teams are running into is that new stadiums are bringing this influx of new cash. It's jacking up the projected league revenue, and teams that don't have new stadiums are kind of being squeezed into this very small profit margin because of the way the salary cap is designed. So I'd really like to see the two sides get together and maybe work on the salary cap, and then maybe we can keep everybody happy. The newest problem is over TV deals that the NFL has reached with DirecTV, CBS, and Fox. All three deals provide for payments to continue even if there's a lockout. So last week, the players filed a grievance with the special master. Similar, if you're familiar with baseball, it's similar to the arbitration process in baseball when there's a grievance between the owners and the players. There's an arbitrator who can preside over it. Special master is the same basic sort of concept. So the players filed a grievance with the special master, asking that the special master take a look at the TV deals and provide for escrow of any money that comes in during a lockout. That would force owners to find payments for, investors, stadiums, that sort of thing from other sources other than the TV deals. A really suspicious part of the DirecTV deal seems to be that the DirecTV deal backloaded some of the revenue. Instead of having increased revenue showing in 2009 and 2010, it seems to be backloaded to 2011 and beyond, which makes you wonder, are the owners waiting until there's a lockout and having that, the excess cash available to them to make up for things? They also wouldn't be paying salaries during that time period. So you can kind of see why maybe the negotiations between the two sides aren't going all that well. If you get a chance, definitely check out the two websites. Extraordinarily interesting. I find it hard to believe that you would see this in baseball, which is a sport I'm more familiar with in terms of collective bargaining. I think there's a long way to go. I think that it's highly possible that there will be a lockout in the NFL. It's certainly not looking good the way the two sides are interacting with each other. And it reminds me of the way that Major League Baseball and the Major League Baseball players were interacting prior to the 1994 strike. And that's why I won't be surprised to see a lockout in the NFL. We will definitely talk about that more as new things come up. Thanks.